So I'm kind of just going off the cuff again for anyone that was here before. I'm not going to talk about like Thailand or whatever I was doing last time. So I was thinking, what could I talk about? And he had said the winner last time from that Nazi escape story was talking about their first job or something. So I was thinking I'd revolve it around my first job. And anyway, and then when I think of like first in general, you know, this will relate later on, hopefully, if I go way off topic, whatever. I probably won't see a lot of you guys, it's kind of dark. So, you know, I think like there's a lot of firsts in life, like first love, first heartbreak, first, you know, there's plenty of things you can insert in there. And it happens once and it changes you, you know. And so I was thinking on my first job, like real job, corporate job, when I was 18 in Philly, I worked at Pico, the big Philadelphia electric company. And it was a pretty unique experience. It was like before diversity and inclusion was more big. It was like we were the first co-op group. It was like my buddy, his parents were from Africa. My other buddy's parents were from India. Then I worked with this other girl, she was from Mexico, and then I was the white guy. And so we were all in this group, and we were called the World Co-op Group. And so where am I going with this? Okay, so anyway, great group. So, you know, we're all working together. I'm learning a bunch of new first job things, going in to get a coffee, and it's like, hey, Jeff, or whatever his name is, you know, how's it going? He's like, oh, it's Monday. And then on Tuesday, he's like, well, it's not Monday. And then Wednesday, it's like, it's almost Friday. And then Thursday's like, well, it's not Friday, but it's close. And then Friday's obviously, you know, it's Friday. So, you know, I'm learning stuff like that, okay? And learning how to do small talk. And what else am I doing at this job? Okay, so I'm learning how to, like, sit in a cubicle and not bother people. That's one. How much time do I have? Okay, so last time I went over it like 7.5 minutes, so I'm just trying to keep this within time. So anyway, yeah, so I'm in this cubicle, World Co-op Group. We're like the A squad. So anyway, whoa. Yeah, man, I really wish I wouldn't have went off the cuff here. So, storm clouds, that's right. So, anyway, yeah, we were such a great group, and I'm not making this up, that the CEO wanted to meet all of us at our last week. I swear to God, the CEO of the big electric company in Philadelphia, it blew my mind at the time. I was like, wow, for my first job, the CEO wants to meet me. And it was really cool experience. They brought in all these executives, and I had to do this presentation, kind of like I'm doing right now. And I think it went pretty well. I don't know. So anyway, all right. You're gonna ring that bell if it doesn't. So anyway, we're in this presentation. There's like, the one thing that was really cool about this corporate thing was like they always had food. They would just like, I don't know if it was like they couldn't give out other things like gift cards and stuff, so it was like more food, just food all the time, just everywhere, just every type of food, greasy food, deviled eggs, like just like why are they there? So I'm just eating all of this food. It's a great time, you know, the CEO's there. And yeah, it still seems like there's nothing about storm clouds at first, but it'll come around. So anyway, apparently my presentation, or I'll say our presentation, was so good that the executives wanted to take us out to a steakhouse after, and I already ate a bunch of deviled eggs and all that. So, you know, I'm walking out to this steakhouse, right? Walking in Philly, I think I'm all cool. I'm 18. I just got done working at my first job and met the CEO, you know, of a big electric company. So it was like a big deal. And I'm walking, and suddenly, you know, the storm clouds are coming, you know, and I heard earlier someone say, like, it was freeing after, like, they faced the storm, and I heard one about the beautiful woman earlier, was like, about how the storms won't last, and so this storm was coming, and pushing through, right, and I felt all this pressure, and, like, suddenly, same thing, I kind of stilled up, and I was, like, sweating, and my eyes were starting to close. And I tried to push through, like everybody was kind of saying earlier with their storms, and as the other woman said, it can be a good storm or a bad storm. And I still think about that today because I pushed too hard and I shit my pants. And the CEO guys, all the executives are there, and I'm like, shit, it's my first job. And so I had to like walk like this to the steakhouse. And anyway, I went into the bathroom and, okay, I still got a minute. So, and then I just like threw out my underwear and acted like nothing happened. And it was very freeing, to be honest. And so I thought the judges said they wanted it to be surprising. The other one just said I wanted to be good. And it kind of related to all that. So anyway, yeah, that was my storm that I faced. And today I still think about it. I don't know if it was good or bad. I guess if I was going to really reflect on it, I would say a couple of things. I'd say I think it was good because I had that same storm come 2 more times, but it went away on 2 dates I was on. So, and I got a second date on those. And also, on another subject, last week or whenever this session was, the first time I was here, I don't come here a lot. Second time here, second time speaking. Second time I haven't had a story ready. So the guy, everything was more serious. And then the guy before me, he was talking about lost and found, and he like put nails in his mouth, and then he swallowed them, and then he found them in his poop. And the whole time I was up here, I kept thinking, oh, why can't I have a story about poop? And so that's why I feel like really freeing tonight too, because on top of all this and the storm clouds, I was also able to talk about a poop story as well. So it's been nagging me for about a month. So anyway, thank you.